Oh, hello, YouTube. I hope you guys are doing great. It's been like 7 months, and I am looking very aged because of sleep deprivation. This is a new background, is it not? Yes. We just got moved into our new house on last Wednesday, so it's been really busy trying to get business stuff set up here in my new office. Woo woo. I don't know if you can see anything. It's got some cool windows, like really big ceiling and other fun stuff. Anyway, so today I wanted to continue on those alternative health methods and preventative medicine that I was talking about because unfortunately a lot of people may be without health insurance and stuck in situations where they want to protect their health, prevent illness, or work on curing their current ailments. So one of the things I preached about in that one preliminary video that I did for you guys is milk kefir. And it looks like kefir, it's K-E-F-I-R, but it's kefir. And the story behind this stuff is absolutely fascinating, but they call it like the feel-good drink and the grains of life. But if you look in here, you'll kind of see these weird clumps at the top because it's separated and this kefir is ready to drink. They're basically grains, and it's basically a symbiotic clump of yeast and bacteria, which sounds delightful, I'm sure, to drink, but it's actually pretty good. Sometimes it takes an acquired taste to actually enjoy milk kefir, but the benefits are amazing. You will see stuff at the store like milk kefir, and there is a huge difference between homemade kefir versus store-bought stuff. Homemade kefir has over 50 some different beneficial strains of bacteria and yeast, whereas store-bought stuff has only about 12 different strains, and by the time it reaches the store's shelves, it's usually good and not great. So I highly recommend, if you want to boost your immune system, to make your own homemade milk kefir, especially if like Crohn's, IBS or IBD, celiac, leaky gut syndrome, anything. If you have like constipation or constant diarrhea, if you got gut issues going on, this is your go-to. So milk kefir is pretty cool. It's really simple, and if you want to make it taste better, you can get into double fermenting, which means you ferment it like an extra day longer with like a slice of fruit on top or whatever. You can definitely do that. But basically, what you're going to need is like a glass jar. You never want to have any metal utensils like a spoon or a cap when you're dealing with milk kefir because it can actually harm the grains. So what you would do is you can go on like Amazon or find like a local health food store that sells milk kefir grains, and you want organic grains. If you buy them on Amazon, you'll get like a little like ketchup cup or whatever that has about like 2 tablespoons of grains that will ship to your door. Make sure it's cooler weather out so the grains are kind of slow and sleepy and not as active. And what you're going to do is you're going to stick them in milk. And it's going to take about 3 batches to get going until you can want to actually drink this and it actually tastes legitimate and not like horrific sour cream. But it's like a champagne yogurt drink. Not too bad, right? Anyways, so you're going to put the grains into this mason jar and you're going to fill it up with milk. And it takes about 24 hours, maybe less, depending on the temperature of your home. But usually about 24 hours in a day that they will rise to the top. You'll see there is like a separation going on. And that's a sign that your milk kefir is done. So as I said earlier, no metal. So you are going to want to get like a Teflon or a plastic strainer and use like wooden spoons to help strain it. But basically you dump the whole batch into here, strain it out. I like to mush the grains around with a wooden spoon, and I collect that drained milk substance, and it's basically like curds and whey kind of a consistency. If not, that means like you've kind of gone a little bit too long if it's like extra clumpy, but you kind of want like a frothy, foamy yogurt type consistency. You just strain it out and you dump the grains back into the mason jar, refill it with milk, and let it go another day. If you don't want to do it every day, you can just stick it in your refrigerator, and about once a week you need to change the milk. Also once a week, change the jar. But usually you can reuse this jar for about a week every day, and it kind of gives like a kickstart to the yeast and bacteria. Milk kefir is just fantastic. It helps rebuild your immune system, heal your gut issues. I know numerous people have healed their Crohn's with milk kefir alone. And when you think about the side effects of these like big pharma drugs and chemicals and things that they use, And it's not a healthy route or usually like a full solution. It's not really worth it when you can do something simple like this. But you're not going to hear about it because there's not a patent on it and they're not making money. But this stuff does work. It's ancient. It literally is considered to be like the fountain of youth in a lot of areas of the world. And so, yeah, so I think you guys would enjoy that. Feel free to check it out. There's like a Milk Kefir 101 video on here where a lady makes a fantastic video about how to make the milk kefir. But I definitely recommend trying it. You will have lovely, regular bathroom visits. You know, nothing like crazy constipation or diarrhea, but just like gentle and like heals your gut and nice and comfortable. Anyways, I highly recommend this because it's probably one of the best things you can do to boost your immune system. It's one of those like fermented foods. If you can eat like kimchi or drink like kombucha, you know, milk kefir, stuff like that, that's like naturally fermented with good and healthy bacteria and yeast in your system. And on top of doing that, you're going to want to eat like leafy greens, fruits, and vegetables to help feed these little guys and the cultures that are in here so that they can establish more in your system. This by far is a superior method over just taking a pill probiotic. It has way many more strains, more benefits, more effective, and the longevity of the benefits is a lot longer as well than just taking a pill. So a lot of the times when we just pop pills for probiotics, they're not really colonizing our gut and not really rebuilding things. So yeah, so if you have a lot of like xenohormones or, you know, inflammatory diet stuff and you've got autoimmune disorders and diseases, I highly recommend trying milk kefir and, yeah, it's amazing stuff. So I wish you guys the best. I hope you're doing great, YouTube. Miss you guys. Sorry for always being crazy. I've just accepted that I'm just infrequent with YouTube videos. So anyways, I hope you guys are great. I love you much. Mwah. Take care. Bye-bye.